What's up, guys? Here with that Trucker here, back with another video. And I'm actually doing my 34-hour reset right now. I'm out here in Massachusetts, and it was hot all day, so I didn't do anything. But I'm about to get in a workout because the sun's gone down and it's about 71 degrees outside. It's the perfect temperature to be outside doing anything. And as you guys may know, if you're a truck driver, if you're over the road, you know, taking care of yourself is a priority. You want to eat right, but you also want to make sure that you're keeping your body in condition. And I was an athlete, you know, my entire life throughout school, and I would go to the gym at least 3 times a week. You know, ever since the time I was 17 years old, I believe. And once I became an over-the-road truck driver, you know, that kind of stopped as far as me being able to go to a brick-and-mortar gym. So I had to find a way to make sure I maintained my form out here and took care of myself, and you know, stayed looking great. So I'm going to show you guys a few of the moves I do. I've got one workout video out already, but I'm going to show you guys a few of the other moves that I do when I'm out here. Show you guys a little bit of the equipment that I use as far as resistance training, and help you guys maintain and keep yourselves in good order while you're out here. Let's get it started. All right, guys, we're about to get started doing some leg exercises. Is what I want to start off with. But as you can see, I'm wearing a weighted vest here. This is actually an 80-pound weighted vest, and these slots here are filled with sandbags. I don't have all 80 pounds in right now. I have about 40 pounds in here, I believe. Let's see, 1, 2, 4, 40 or 50 pounds. I have 5 of these little sandbag inserts in here. So that's what I'm going to be rocking with today. And believe me, you feel it when you're walking around with it strapped to your body. 40 pounds, 50 pounds on you, holding on to it, is way different than like a 40 or 50 pound dumbbell that doesn't really feel like that much. We're gonna do some leg exercises today. Probably try to get in some upper body, chest, triceps, and we're gonna get in some back exercises as well. But I'll show you guys, this is the equipment that I use as far as my resistance. And I also get myself some resistance bands like these. These are very helpful, and I'll get to those as well. But that's really all I use. I also have some push-up bars actually that I use, like a couple little metal handles that I don't intend to use for this workout, but that's just something that you can utilize to keep your hands off the ground. Say if you're working out in the wintertime, or when it's cooler or it's fall, you don't want to put your hands on the concrete. You want to give yourself also a little bit of elevation off of the ground so you can get a little bit lower to get the full range of motion for those push-ups. But I'll save that for another time. But we're gonna go ahead, we gotta set up one more piece of equipment that I actually utilize from the work equipment. We're actually gonna use a couple pieces of dunnage to craft ourselves a set of dip bars. I'll show you guys how I do that. All right, as you can see, I got my 2 dunnage pieces set up right here. And you can just look at this as like another way of load securement for your workout. So just took my 2 pieces of dunnage, one here, and I just take a strap, 4-inch strap, throw it across, and winch it down as tight as I can. And actually, I do it in the X formation, so I'll show you throwing the other one over there, just so you know the setup. Got 2 winched right there. See that X in the middle? So each one of these pieces of dunnage has a strap holding it down twice. So crossing, holding each one down, strap holding it in the front, up there in the rear, holding the dunnage as well. Same thing on the other side. Very secure, very stable. I weigh, last time I checked, like 187 pounds, and that supports my weight just fine. I mean, if these straps are strong enough to support these heavy loads that we pull, you know, that weigh like, you know, thousands of pounds, you know, it's going to be more than strong enough to hold, you know, even a 300-pound person, you know, if you were trying to do something like this. You have them both strapped down super tightly. It's never faltered for me ever. So let's go ahead and give you a little example of what I do with these dip bars here. All right, guys, just got it in with the upper body workout. As far as the dips, I love doing dips because it's a compound movement. You know, you get to work out your triceps, your shoulders, and your chest, so you can knock it out instead of breaking it off and doing like several different exercises, because you already know when you're out here on the road, you don't always have a ton of time to be working out. You know, it's not like you can spend like an hour and a half, 2 hours out here. Sometimes you got to get it in like 45 minutes or 30 minutes. So the less movements I have to do, the better. So we're done with upper body. Gonna knock out some legs. I'll show you guys what I do. Another one of the moves that I do while keeping the vest on. See, when I start doing these workouts with the vest, I keep the vest on the entire time, because it's just more exercise for my body to deal with, you know, the added weight that I'm walking around with. So let's go ahead and get in some squats. I think that's what we'll do here. Do a circuit when it comes to these legs. Just did a little bit of squats, and right after the squat set, I like to do some assisted pistol squats to get a little extra burn on my legs here. Leg workouts, it's just like doing cardio. I get winded when I do a long set for those, but pistol squats are really good because since you're doing the legs individually, you make sure that you build equal strength in both legs, versus doing standard squats, you're doing both legs. Your dominant leg can tend to take over a lot of the work if there's a strength imbalance, and that'll only accentuate the difference in your leg strength if you do a dual leg movement like that for too long. So I like to balance it out. I do both, and it works out great. Guys, I'm not joking, I'm a little winded by that, but that's how I know I'm working out hard enough. Since I don't have a ton of weight to be able to utilize, like I said, this vest maxes out at 80 pounds, but I probably have like 50 in it right now. So since I can't go super heavy like I would back when I was in the brick and mortar gyms, I dramatically reduce the amount of wait time or resting time between my sets. So I don't rest any longer than a minute when I'm doing this workout. So 30 seconds to a minute, and I'm right back on it, even if I haven't fully caught my breath yet. Like, I want to make sure that I'm actually taxing my body with this workout. Otherwise, there's no point in doing it. You know, you want to make sure that your body's feeling slightly, at least slightly stressed by it. Like me right now, I'm winded, a little bit winded from doing that leg workout. So I did 3 sets with that circuit. So starting off with the body weight squats, and as you can see, I did my squats like I stood up on my toes at the end of it. That's so that my calves would get into the workout as well, and it wouldn't just be like upper leg dominant like my hamstrings and my quads. So my calves were a little pumped, and my thighs, my hamstrings, quads, those are pumped. So that workout was great. So one right after the other, and no more than a 1-minute break in between that circuit. So squats, assisted calf raise, 30-second break, 1-minute break, whatever, but no longer than that, and then that 3 times in a row. So now we're done with that, and I'll show you guys what I do with those resistance bands real quick, and then we're gonna work on some abs next, and then we can go get ourselves a shower at this pilot. All right, we got ourselves some resistance bands here, and you see they go in different increments. Like this one's 100 pounds. I have a couple of the 100-pound ones on here. I got a couple of 50s, as you can see here, and then I got myself, what is this one here? I think it's a 5, something small. Nope, a 30. 30, so 330 pounds according to these bands. I've deadlifted more than 330 pounds at the gym with a barbell, and this doesn't feel anywhere near that heavy. Maybe I'm not stretching it out far enough, but it's better than not having any weight at all. But what we're gonna do with these, we're gonna do some shrugs, you know, to work out our trapezius muscles up here. Because when you get your traps built up, you're gonna look great in those t-shirts. So we gotta get those done. For these, I do a little bit more reps with this. I'll do something anywhere between 15 to possibly 20. It really just depends on how I feel. So I'm probably gonna try to knock out 15 tonight. 3 sets of 15, of course. I do at the minimum of 3 sets for every exercise that I do when I'm working out. So let's go ahead and get it in. Body workout. We're done with the legs, and now we're going to cap things off by finishing with an ab exercise, maybe a couple of ab exercises, we'll see. But we're going to go back and utilize our dip bars again. We're going to do some leg raises right over here, and these are really handy. These are really convenient. I really like this dip bar formation that I use here. It's great, so I highly recommend it, guys. It works. It's extremely stable. You guys just saw me doing it with that weighted vest on. You know, like I said, I weigh 187 pounds, and I had that, 50 extra pounds on top of me. And using those bars, you didn't see the bars or the dunnage shaking or moving around at all. So it works for me. You know, give it a shot. Let's go ahead and get these abs done so we can go ahead and get ourselves a shower. As you guys can see, it is nighttime. It's nighttime for sure, but it's still comfortable out here. It's not cold. It's got to be like in the 70s, low 70s, maybe high 60s right now, but with this workout, it's got me warmed up enough, and it's not cold enough for you to see my breath at all. It's fine out here, so we'll go ahead and get this done because fitness is important, and I don't care what time it is. As long as it's not blazing hot out here, because heat strokes are no good for you. But anything like this, if I got the free time, I'll go ahead and do it. So let's go ahead and finish this off. workout, guys. We're back in the truck, and I'm feeling good. As you guys can see, you know, there's no reason to not really exercise. You can get it in, you know, whether you have equipment or not between these two videos. You know, these are just some of the things I do. I got other moves out there for other workout routines, but you know, this one serves a purpose with my equipment here, and you know, I'm stronger for it. So just giving yourselves options out there, guys, you know, ways to keep in shape out here when you're on the road, because I know it can be tough, especially if you're used to doing things a certain way, or if you're just trying to get into exercising and you know you're new to trucking, you're trying to figure out how to properly budget your time, and you don't know what you might need to do in order to keep yourself healthy or to get in shape out here. But you know, check out my videos, and you know, it's a start for you at least. I mean, this is the stuff I do on a regular basis. I work out between 3 to 5 times a week when I'm on the road. It's not always, you know, for a ton of time. You know, yeah, if I got 30 minutes to get it in, you know, I'll do what I need to do in 30 minutes, you know, and keep it moving. It's better than not doing anything. You know, you don't want to just, you know, sit behind the wheel and drive and eat and, you know, gain weight. You want to make sure you're taking care of yourself. With flatbedding, you know, it's not as much of an issue because you have to be physically active, but you know, doing more than just, you know, picking up tarps and rolling them out and things like that, you know, it's what you need to do if you want to have your body looking in its optimal condition. So definitely try it out, and if you guys are interested in using any of the equipment I have, check out the link for my Amazon store if you're interested in getting that weighted vest. The particular one that I have is excuse me, is the 80-pound version, but I believe they go all the way up to 140 pounds, and I am actually looking into getting that 140-pound version myself, actually, for when I move on past that 80-pound mark. The resistance bands, and also, if I can pull them out here, the push-up bars that I mentioned earlier in the video, but I wasn't actually using for this particular workout. Those are these right here. So as you can see, it's a bar, or handles really. Looks like that. It's got a stable base, and you just put them down on the ground and you can do your push-ups. I suppose you could try doing dips as well if you had an elevated platform, but I love using these, especially when I'm working out in the fall or the winter time, because like I said, I will work out anytime during all seasons. Just because there's a little snow on the ground is not going to stop me. But these are great if you're doing anything like that, to keep your hands off the ground, out of the snow, so you can still do some push-ups if you want to do that, or you know, really any other exercise you might want to try to get in with these. You know, push-ups, you could do some elevated dips, or you could do planks, anything like that. These are great. These will be in my Amazon store as well if you were interested in getting something like this. But other than that, guys, you know, I'm ready. It's late right now. It's about 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna go ahead and get myself set to go inside this Pilot that I'm parked at, and get myself a shower and go to bed for the night. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you all will be utilizing this information, the workouts that I give you guys, to try to help yourselves get into the best condition so you can be healthy and enjoy using that money that you guys are making out here on the road, because it is a sacrifice being away from home, and you want to make sure that you are healthy enough to enjoy your free time when you get it, so you can go out there and utilize that money the best way that you can to improve your lives. So I'll catch you all in the next video. Appreciate you all for watching, liking, subscribing. Any comments that you guys leave, I try to respond to everybody promptly. But until the next one, guys, Ever That Trucker out.